Hello everyone. You know all those student work bulletin boards that you see on Pinterest? Well, with many of us being virtual this fall, I'm going to show you how you can use Google Slides to create interactive virtual bulletin boards for your virtual classroom. First, we're going to start with a blank Google slide deck. Then, we're going to search for an image. And here's where you can incorporate a classroom theme, perhaps, if you have one. When searching for your image, I recommend adding the words clip art and transparent to whatever your search term. In this case, I'm going for a mountain theme. So I search for mountains, clip art, transparent. The transparent means it's going to look good on any background. So as I scroll through the images, I'm going to find one that I like. Lots of choices here. And I settle on this one, click it, insert. Now I've added the image to my Google slide. I'm going to use the corners to drag and resize. And then I'm going to take a text box because I'm going to add numbers underneath the image for each student. So I'm going to adjust the font and center it to make sure I get this exactly how I want, because then I'm going to show you a neat little trick to copy this so you have one for each student. So right now we have an image as well as a text box, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight both of them after I get my number exactly where I want it. So now I'm highlighting both the image and the text box, and then on a Mac I'm going to hold down the Option key. If you're working on a PC or a Chromebook, you're going to hold down the Control key, and I select it, drag, and release, and this automatically makes a duplicate. So I'm going to go ahead and use this copying trick to fill in my first row. It looks like I'll have about 7. I'll worry about changing the numbers later. Now I'm going to select all of them. I'm going to use that same trick. If you're on a Mac, hold down the Option key after you select everything, and then drag it down, release. On a Chromebook or a PC, you hold down the Control key, and it does the same thing. Now in this row, because I know some of these digits are going to be 2-digit, I'm going to go ahead and change them in advance before I copy down into the third row. So that's what you see me doing here, is going ahead and adding the extra digits. Now I'm going to select this entire row again, at least the one with this 2-digit numbers, and hold down the Option key on a Mac, drag it down, release, duplicate. Remember, if you're on a PC, you can do the same thing by holding down the Control button. And now I'm going to fix all my numbers to represent the 21 students in a classroom. Now my images aren't quite centered in the slide, so I'm going to select all, and then I'm just going to move it slightly, and you can see the red grid lines will help you move it exactly into center. Now I'm ready to attach my student work to my images or my digital clothespin. So I'm going to select my image, and then you can go to Insert Link, or you can do Command or Control K. This is going to come up, and you can insert your desired link. I paste in my desired link, click apply, and here you have a preview of it. After repeating that process for your remaining students, now you're ready to publish. So we're going to go to File, Publish to the Web, click on Embed if you're going to put it into a learning management system, and click Publish. Okay. And this gives you the code that you can cut and paste into an HTML editor if you were going to put it into an LMS. I'm going to grab the link here so you can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to copy this, open up a new tab, paste, enter, this is what it will look like. And now you have hotspots on all the images. If I click one, it's going to open up that student work that I attached it to. Now you will want to make sure you check in and follow any of your district's policies around student work and student privacy as you create this interactive bulletin board using Google Slides. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for future videos. Until next time, bye everyone.